murder most foul. Start investigation. This is a case I would always remember. Years after I retired from the force and moved the Erie Bluffs. Then I started out like any other. My partner and I were driving through the streets on our patrol, keeping an eye out for anything that might have been amiss. God, they're birds. All is looking peaceful tonight, Crow. Why don't we stop at the bagel shop and grab a few before reporting back to the station? Grabbing some bagels is always a ritual of ours when work was slow. My partner, Gully McSeagleson, loved his bagels. His favorite flavor was sea salt. I can't, Gully. The doctor said I need to lay off the carbs for a little while. Why don't we stop at the coffee shop instead? He's got a little cop hat at 11:53 at night? What are you, nuts? You'll be cackling until the wee dawn if I let you drink that stuff right now. Gully wasn't wrong about that. Hell, last time I tried a half and half, I was up until 5 in the morning. Hope they get back together. Is there anywhere we can go that doesn't serve alcohol or straight carbs? We can always try the dumpster. They got some keto options for you. I never like going to the dumpster. It's not a bad place. Small dive out past Route 47. It's a bit dingy and the owner's got a beef with the force right now because of a break-in 3 months back. I don't think they like seeing our mugs flying in there. Thankfully, we wouldn't have to go there tonight. What the? Detective Crow and Agent Gully here. What's the word? Get to the cemetery right now! Unfortunately, we're about to get somewhere much worse. About to go somewhere much worse. There's been a murder and the body's still warm. No witnesses, but a passerby found the corpse while on his evening jog. But it's nearly midnight. Why would anyone take a jog at this hour? Look, I didn't ask the human why he was out this late. Just get your AV NASAs over there now. The perp might still be in the area, and I sure as hell don't want to explain to Captain Bird why they got away. Marion. Yes, sir. We're on it. We're on it. Damn it. I really wanted some food, too. Needless to say, we couldn't waste much time. If the murderer was still in the area, we only had to catch them before they could escape. Hey, Crow, slow the hell down. We're going way over the speed limit, pal. Also, needless to say, I did not want to give Captain Bird any reason to fire me. The old avian is not someone you want to be on the wrong side of. Besides, we were the cops. Gully didn't consider that there was no one there to arrest me for going over the speed limit. Not like I didn't have a reason to, anyway. The purple fly the coop, Falcon. It was a damn good thing Bogersville only had one cemetery. Looks like some of the others already got here before we did. Come on, let's start moving before anyone messes with the evidence. Here where you life forward lies in finding evidence. You can also interrogate townspeople and look through books and containers to find lore and context for the crime. There will be times during dialogue where you will have to choose to perform actions based on Crow's or Gully's skills. These will give different responses and experience depending on which skills are used. Also keep in mind that the success of a given skill or dialogue option is determined by a character's base stats and their level. Experience is gained by choosing special dialogue as skill options such as lockpicking or intimidation. Also be aware that using these options may have unforeseen results. Be sure to keep healing items handy and save often. Bogersville can be a dangerous place even without random battles. To look through any notes Crow takes, go to the key item screen and select the notebook. This will list all evidence found and most context given by successfully questioning certain NPCs about the crime. Ding! A wooden grave sits forlornly in the night. Flowers have been planted on the plot. Giant poppies? That's an odd choice. Weeds are growing around the plot. My grandma would kick me if I let her grave get overrun like this. This is haunting the night. Nothing looks disturbed. Let's move on. So graves outside. Flowers have been planted there. This looks like a family plot for the Stain Jays. Their son used to be in the academy with me. So the ivy slowly made its way along the tall structure. Yeah, Aaron, almost. Well, for you, it's almost 10 for me. Wonder why this is what this is a memory of. The name is faintly tarnished. Doesn't look like anything's been disturbed. Let's move on. Investigate everything. What's that? Found an earring. Oh, shit. Steel has stones sat silently in the night. The ivy began wrapping around it. You can see that someone has planted a flower there. Couldn't be bothered to cut back the bracken? Well, I'm not here to judge. It's the body of a green-winged hawk. Unlike what the sergeant told you, the body is ice cold, but the pool of blood beneath him is warm. On the body is a note spattered with blood. When you unfold it, you see the words, "You owe me," written in a crazed, sprawling hand. Dora, Well then, that right there just spells the whole thing out for us, doesn't it? That's way too easy. Something's up. I agree, Crow. Let's see what else was left here. Found a strange note. Wait, Dovely? How did you make it here before we did? Ah, Dr. Dovely. She was one of my favorite colleagues at the station. She was smart, quiet, but funny when she let herself be. She always managed to get to a crime scene before we ever did. So, what do you have for us? Judging by the size, I'd say this was a full-grown hawk. Wingspan's average, but the coloration is really odd. So are the shapes of his talons. Yeah, I've never seen a hawk with green feathers before. And the smell coming off isn't right. How long's this guy been dead? See, that's where things get interesting. Dead and interesting are two words I don't like being put together. You didn't throw her in jail. Gotta be the Taco Bell again. The passerby called the station just 20 minutes ago, but the body is ice cold. That'd make me think that this hawk died days ago. But? Well, he's lying in a pool of his own blood, and the blood is warm. Either he was just killed before the call came in, or someone else was grievously hurt, and the corpse is dumped there. I can't think of a single reason why anyone would stab one guy and plant a corpse in his place. Oh, that's not the only thing odd about this murder. Take a look at the body more closely. It kind of looks like the guy's neck was twisted. But there's way too much blood for that, and the head's still attached. Are there any wounds? Not that I can find. I think the poor bird bled out. You think the poor bird bled out internally? Even if he did, the only thing we'd see is his skin turning pink and purple. He wouldn't be lying in a pool of his blood like this. Become a dating sim. Did the passerby see anything by any chance? I'm not sure, but he should be nearby with Detective Roscoe and Agent Digsby. You can always ask him. I best tell the boys to get to the body on a gurney and get it down to the lab. Maybe I can find something under the lights that I'm not seeing here. Alright, good luck, Dovely. We're going to take a look around and see what we can dig up. Think there's any chance the perp's still here? I doubt it. If they are, they would have got to hiding in one of the crypts here. Gods, I knew this was going to end with us having to flap around in a tomb. Let us know if you find something else. I will. Good luck, you two. The face! I'll get this poor boy to the morgue as soon as Dr. Dudley finishes her preliminary assessment. What is this for? There are drag marks and dirt looks slightly loosened. Drag marks are going toward where the corpse is found. Did the killer nab him near the lake? Ooh. Is this a bloody print? Well, let's see where this leads us to. Ah, Crow, good timing. Perhaps you can speak some sense into this poor soul. I can't tell if he's panicked because of the dead hawk or because I speak human. I'm pretty sure it's the hawk, Digsby. No worries, we'll get to the bottom of this. Very good. You may want to try the crypts nearby. We haven't gone in them, though. They're locked and even I can't find my way inside. We'll figure something out. Are you the witness? Somehow, I had a feeling this poor schmuck hadn't seen a damn thing except for the stiff currently occupying Dudley's time. Still, we had to be thorough, especially since we didn't have any clue on who did this. Is that me? Am I under arrest? Not unless you answer our questions. What were you doing out here when you found the stiff? I was just walking. I needed to clear my head. I thought the night air would help me. Was anyone else here when you called the police? Just a smile. Not that I saw. No, it's me. But I wasn't brave enough to look in the crypts or anything. I was trying not to panic once I found the body. Leave this splunking dust, kid. We don't want you ending up like the poor bird you found. So you were all alone, and you walked to a cemetery? You sure got some weird tastes of peaceful strolls. I figured no one would be here. A cemetery is not a place to go to if you're looking to party, is it? I'm sorry, that was inappropriate. Travolta. God. Wasn't a surprise that his humor would be messed up after finding the stiff. Nonetheless, we still needed some more information. Just one more question, and this one's important. Did you know the victim? I could tell at once that this guy knew something, but he didn't strike me as being the one who killed the bird. Buddy, you gotta tell us the truth. This ain't a game. This could be murder. I did know him. He was my friend. Okay, Honey Nut, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. He's really broken up. I didn't think we'd get much more than that. Pushing a witness for information never ends well when they're like this. Am I a suspect? Have I done something wrong? How do I help? Don't worry about it, kid. You live close by? Maybe you ought to get home. If we got more questions, we can contact you tomorrow. Thank you. I'll go as soon as my heart stops going like a racehorse. Unless we found more, I wasn't about to make him answer anything that night. It was time to find some clues. Hello, Crow. Digby's trying to calm down the witness, but I'd be happy to answer anything for you. Did you find anything yet? Did you guys find anything while you were waiting for us? Just a bloody print nearby, but we have no idea if it was from the victim or not. There's not even a murder weapon. Dora, it's possible the killer took the weapon with him. We'll keep looking just in case. Who's the witness? Any connection to the victim? It says he's a friend of the victim, but I have my doubts. Isn't it odd that he, of all people, found the body of his dead friend? How do you know to come here? I told you, I was just trying to clear my head. I had no idea what I'd find here. Sir, I'm going to ask you to calm down before I employ the secret super hyper waltz foxtrot technique on you. Who's the victim? Who's the victim? We're not sure yet. There's no identification on the victim, and this witness refuses to identify the body. He believes he is too upset. The call? Was there anything unusual about the call made to the station? It seemed pretty standard to me. The witness even waited for us to show up this time, too. You know, it's not really a good thing when there's a miracle that a witness doesn't run off, right? When it's a miracle. Trust me, if I could arrest them for bailing, I would. I just realized that might be why they run in the first place. Nothing for now, Roscoe. I'll be here if you need me. Display print. Let's see where this leads us. Oh, another. What's this here? Looks like a silver link. I think it belongs to the victim? I don't know. We didn't find any jewelry on the body when we looked. Help me. Could be that the killer took the necklace with him. Maybe robbery was the motive. Possibly. Let's take this with us and have the boys back at the lab take a look. Silver link. Earring. It seems like the small trinket set in the end. Can be sold for money. Give her a necklace of some kind. Okay. Crap, it's locked. Use the baton! Gully, you got your baton on you? We might need it for this. Sure, here. Uh-oh. You broke my baton! That cost me over $100! I'm sorry, wait. You paid how much for one of these? You could have gotten one for free at last month's briefing. Oh, we got in. Nice. Crypt. Oh, what's this? What the hell is this supposed to be? Is that a talon? You kind of a wicca. It's pretty big to be one. Who do you think it belongs to? My guess is the killer. Look over there, Gully. Broken glass and a blood spatter. Looks like our killer got away after all. Not without a bad wound, though. That's a hell of a lot of blood. Do we go out and see if there's any more of a trail? We should. With that kind of blood loss, he couldn't have gotten too far. I'm on it. You stay in here in case he doubled back and is still in here somewhere. Gully's right. This talon don't belong to a small bird. And it don't belong to a human. What are we looking for? Who are we looking for? What are we looking for? We got nothing. The trail stops here. Either the killer bandaged their hands or they sprouted wings and flew. So then, are we looking for another bird? That talon seems to point to it. Let's bring what we found back and get it all processed. I don't want to jump to any conclusions until we get some leads. Under broken talon. And with that, Gully and I made our way back to the station. Little did we know that someone was already waiting for news on whatever we'd managed to find at the cemetery. Crow, Gully, it's about time I heard back from you. What did you find out there? Not much, sir. We found a silver link, a broken talon, and this weird note. The note was on the victim's body, but the other two were scattered across the crime scene. I know it's simple, but match that up with the silver you found, it looks like this might have been a robbery. True, but the body was dragged from the mausoleum to where it was found in the graveyard. Why would the killer move the stiff, and why out in the open? Good questions, Crow. What about the victim? Did you find anything out about who it was? Haven't the faintest yet. The witness was apparently his friend, but was too shocked to give us any info on the stiff. You didn't exactly ask him for his identification either. You what? Detective Crow, that's the most important thing to establish when interrogating a witness. I'm sorry, sir. He told me he was taking a walk to clear his head and he looked panicked. I didn't think pushing him was a good idea. Good idea or not, it's still important. Gully, get online and start searching for missing avians. Maybe we'll get lucky and someone will have reported the victim by now. On it, sir. Now, did you find anything about who might have done the murder? Negative on that too, sir. We followed a bloody trail, but it ended at a broken window in the mausoleum. We think the killer might have flown off. Damn it, the killer's an avian then? We're thinking so because of the broken talon, but we'll need to send it to Dovely to know what kind of avian it was. Judging by the size of that thing, we're looking at an eagle, or maybe a dragon. A dragon? At this stage, anything's possible, son. I found something! Well, don't perch there gawking at us, tell us what it is! Someone reported a hawk named HawkZombie is missing around 4 hours ago. Apparently he's a popular mascot, but no one's heard from him in 2 weeks. Is there a description of this hawk? Sure is. Green feathers, pink beak, pink talons. That sounds like our victim to me. Search this mascot for an address or something. There's gotta be records on him. They might be. Already on it, sir. He's got an apartment in the Purchase. That's the busiest area in Bogartsville. Even at night, the place is still going. Well, better grab a coffee and get yourselves ready. I'm sending you there right now. Anything is possible. What? It's almost 3 in the morning. I'm not a night bird like Detective Hoots. And crime doesn't stop for anyone, boys. Neither should we. I'll get you a warrant, and I want you to find this apartment and find any information on who HawkZombie is. IDs, news clippings, hell, even shopping receipts will tell us what this bird was into. I hide my tracks. Didn't know it was so easy to dox him? Yeah, just murder me. God. I'm not sure shopping receipts will help us identify him. I try to. Oh, really? I was trying to kill it with nothing but 2 buttons, a grocery list, and 3 receipts to a Slappy Mart. Now get moving! Yes, sir. Aye, Mr. Auto Dog, god damn it. So, this is the Purchase, eh? Never been here before. Neither have I. Hopefully we'll find something in the apartment, though. Which apartment are we going to? C8. Got it, let's go. Don't forget to ask around. Maybe there's someone out here heard something about what happened. That was a good idea. We hadn't officially announced that we found a corpse yet, so we were gonna have to pretend we were just looking for him if we wanted some information without scaring people. Let's go. Huh? Why are the cops here? Did some idiot get arrested again? No, we're actually here looking for someone. Oh, well, maybe I've seen him. I get into a lot of things. Do you know HawkZombie? I do. He's that up-and-coming mascot that lives in the Purchase. Rumors are that he's not doing well, though. I heard he was in the hospital for a while last month. Why was that? I think he broke one of his wings. Poor guy couldn't fly after that. An injury? I better jot that down about our victim. Has anything suspicious gone on tonight? You mean aside from the ruckus in the graveyard? I did see some human wandering around there a little after that, and he kept mumbling to himself. What was he saying? I couldn't hear it too well since I was further back, but I did hear the words, "It's coming soon." Someone near the cemetery. Is she talking about the guy who called us there? I better jot that down under suspects. Fuck his birthday. See for videotape something about Onis. God damn it, Fior! The residents of the Purchase. Tell me about the other residents of the Purchase. Anyone we ought to know about? Oh, all types of weirdos live here. I've seen a vampire, a succubus, 4 demons, a stratoavis, a pterodactyl, and a dragon living there before. A green hawk is the least of your worries. Wait, what? Vampires? Dragons? It's called the Purchase for a reason. If you can fly, you can live there. The one-eyed dragon. What can you tell me about the one-eyed dragon? Oh, it's the club just down the road over there. Lots of interesting characters in there, but they all come out drunk and stupid after a while. Has someone named HawkZombie ever gone there? Nope, he's too smart for those morons. But the barkeeper knows about him, so if you're looking for him, start there. Nothing for right now. What? Who are you? Kid, is this even your car? No, it's not what it looks like, I swear. Use pepper spray! Alright, kid, tell me what's going on and I might let you go. Okay, so this car here, it belongs to a mascot I follow. But he's been missing for a few days and I thought maybe his car had clues as to where he went. Perception. You're thinking he left... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's make some choices. You're thinking he left notes in his car? Or maybe he left something to tell us where he went. Look, I know it was stupid, but please, you have to find him. Calm down, kid. We will. What was his name? HawkZombie. You can't miss him. He's big, green. He's a big green hawk, and he sometimes wears sunglasses. Crap, that was our victim. So he's a mascot, eh? Sounds like he's getting a little fan club growing. Okay. Oh, there's something in the park. What? Can't you see we're hanging out in front of a very important alley? What's so important about it? It's only the most awesome hideout ever. Too bad we're never letting you inside, bird brain. Huh? What the hell do you want? We're investigating the murder of a resident named HawkZombie. Do you know anything about him? I'm not telling you anything, shitbird. I'll peck your goddamn eyes out. I like perception. You know, it's pretty dark over there, and I doubt anyone's gonna hear you if you meet an accident. Hey, is that a threat? Look, man, I don't know where no shit except that this bird you're looking for lives in the purchase. Here, take this too. I don't want you mugging me or nothing. What? What? We got money? Oh no, we just mugged a guy. It's a food cart. Doesn't look like it sells anything us avians eat. It's not chained though. Should we take it to the person who owns it? Nah, that's Sparrow's department, and I'd rather not step on her toes. Found a ring. Okay. Are we the baddies? Whoa, I had 3 kegs of beer now, ready to party! You know it's kind of illegal to park yourself in the middle of the street, right? Ha, joke's on you, Copperman. I ain't got a car, so I can't park. Oh, my lord. Hey, buddy, you looking for someone? Yeah, HawkZombie. Against my better judgment, do you know anyone named HawkZombie? Sure I do. I know all about him. Isn't he the dude on the poster over there? It's a missing persons poster. Do you want to peer closer? Yes. Nice. Oh, what's this? Found a ring. Chicken. Bah! With all these goddamn drunks, it's no wonder this part of the city's going downhill. It sure wasn't like this when my grandpa was alive. Oh, did you, Wolfie? What did you modify? Oh, you put the... Oh, my God. We're looking for someone named HawkZombie. Have you seen him? Who? What? Ugh, stop asking me stuff and let me go back to my roost. What is it? What do you want? You seem nervous. You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Just trying to visit my friend at the purchase and nearly got bowled over by some guy running like a bat out of hell. What did this guy look like? I don't know, didn't get a good look at him, but I think he was wearing a blue shirt or something. Sorry. I spent too much seed at the club again. If my wife finds out, I'm dead. Hearing. What? How did you find me? What do you want? Relax. We just want to ask you a few questions about someone who lives around the area. Alright, ask away. You happen to know anyone named HawkZombie? As a matter of fact, I do. He's one of the other residents of the purchase. I think he lives on the floor above me. He's kind of quiet and usually keeps to himself. See anything odd tonight? Well, I'm here to help you. Look, I know I'm a cop, but I'm here to help you. If something's going on, I need to know so I can stop it. Alright. I did hear screaming from the cemetery a few hours ago, and then I saw someone run out through one of the crypts. Did you get a good look at him? Oh, sorry, I didn't. I decided to stay hidden in case he came my way. Are you certain this person ran? He didn't fly? He was definitely running, but it looked like he was struggling with something on his back. Might have been another figure he was tangling with. It's gonna be useful to remember. I better jot it down under leads. What's it like around here? Oh, it can be busy. The One-Eyed Dragon is normally packed full of people, and we have drunks all hours of the night. But the barkeeper knows everyone in the area. Do they? Guess we're visiting them soon. Oh, you're all night? Okay, let's go. Oh, excuse me. Check out the dragon. Oh, what's this? Shop. Oh, I can sell my stuff. Huh. I need medical assistance. Yeah, we heard you had a patient named HawkZombie a while back. Can you tell us anything about him? I'm sorry, but that's confidential. Are you a friend of the patient? You can't give out information to just anyone. I'll be truthful. Alright, the truth is that we're cops. We're investigating a murder and we need information on the victim. He supposedly came here for a broken wing. Alright, yes, we did have a patient named HawkZombie a while back. He was only here for a few days. Once the doctor deemed his wing strong enough for flight, we released him. Why was his wing broken? He told us he was preparing to do a stunt for a video he's making and the wind caught his wing at the last second. He spiraled and tumbled to the ground. It's me. Yeesh, Crow. Can that happen to hawks? It sure can, especially if you're flying at higher altitudes. Did he come back for anything else? As a matter of fact, he did. He came in about a week ago for anxiety medication. I feel attacked. Did he say what for? He said he was feeling agitated and was having trouble sleeping. We did an exam and decided to fill a prescription. Do you have a receipt for it? Unfortunately, no. There was an outage last week and our system had to be reset. Dora, I'm teasing. Damn, we better look at his apartment now. Thank you for the help, ma'am. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, I didn't buy anything. I probably should. Just to be on the safe side. Oh, I can't. Oh, here we go. There we go. Blindness, burns of sleepiness, and a med kit. Get your ass kit. One for each of us. There we go. Did you modify that one, Wolfie? It's an ATM. Hi, Jackie, let's just help ourselves. Oh, down $50. Nice. I heard Detective Roscoe started his own podcast. Can't see how it'll do well when he spends so much time spouting his mouth off. Wait, what? Where's gonna have his head if he's mouthing off about any of our cases? I keep a tight ship on everything happening here. How can I help you with something? Oh, that sucks. We got a few questions that we're hoping you can answer them. Sure, fire away. You know HawkZombie. I do. He comes in sometimes. He's a quiet guy, never says much, but funny as hell when he does. Thing is, I haven't seen him recently. Why's that? I don't know. Last time he was here, he's worried someone might be tailing him. He wouldn't say why, though, and nothing I saw in my club tells me anything was off. I better jot that down in my notes about the victim. Who are your regulars here? Yeah, the usual. There's Crazy Bob outside, drunk as a skunk. He comes in every night and gets plastered, then goes and causes a scene. Every goddamn night. But lately I've gotten two new regulars that I haven't seen before. One of them is a guy who moved here a few months back. He says he's a streamer and a writer. The other guy's a cop, though. Not sure why he comes in. He never orders anything. I think he's a plant or something. I had to throw him out last night for trying to arrest Crazy Bob. To be honest, he caused more of a scene than Bob did. What do these two new regulars look like? The cop is kind of tall and lanky with red hair and a really well-trimmed mustache. The streamer? I think he's over by one of the tables if you want to see him. What, Roscoe's actually a regular? I better jot that down in my notebook. See anything suspicious? You know, now that I think about it, one of my new regulars was acting weird. He kept mumbling to himself and seemed even more distracted than usual. Oh, you know where he went when he left? No, but I did see him heading towards the cemetery. Weird place to go at this time of night. Finally, a lead. Better jot this down in my notebook under suspects. Nothing for right now. Access clay spot. I don't see any need to break it open. Do nothing. Oh god. Oh yeah, more HawkZombie poster. Yeah, still got it. On this account of documents, you find a slip of paper with the number 4392 written on it. I'm sure that's good enough for this. Oh, dang it. Hacking. Let's see what we can do. Oh wait, enter the password. First screen count is the register of all the customers that the revenue brought into the club. You notice that two new regulars have been registered. Detective Roscoe, who's been here at least 24 times, and Goodwin Greggs, who's been here half as many times as Roscoe. That can't be a coincidence, can it? No, but maybe our victim knew this Goodwin person. Let's check his apartment and see what we find out about this. Interesting. Officer, I didn't expect to see you here. Hey, you're that kid from the cemetery. What are you doing here? I thought you were heading home. I was, but I didn't want to make the walk home without some food first. I thought that might help settle my stomach. So, have you made any headway in the investigation yet? Not much, but we're hoping to. Look, I know it's hard, but it might help us if you tell us what you know about the victim. How close were you two? We were co-workers. Where did you two work? What did you do? Can I please finish my meal in peace? So it's going to be a problem if we needed to really question him. But I didn't have enough evidence to push him very hard. I had to let it go for now. Sorry, kid, but if we find something, we'd really like to talk to you about it. I understand. I promise I'll answer anything you need to ask tomorrow. Tonight is just too soon. Moose. Crow, I just want to grab a breakfast when I took the graveyard shift. I'll be out soon. Mr. Perfect, they'll ream me for this. It's my fair stop to go to Borgersville. I'm heading down to Vandals Heights once I finish here. Detective Roscoe can say whatever he wants. No one wants to hear another hot-headed cop ranting over the radio about injustice and indecency. Of course, the podcast was a joke. I guess he was serious about it. Hear about the new oh. That and... Oh, can I help you? I mean... How dare you interrupt my very delicious and very evil meal? What says you in your defense? Looking for HawkZombie. You know anything about him? Oh, sure. He's the new mascot for Avian Publish... Wait. So then, no, I know nothing about a zombified hawk. Surely such a creature could never stand by my vile side. Who are you? Sit down. Ah, sir, I'm evil incarnate. Light flees before me. Hope cowers at my feet. I am the nightmares that haunt you in. Forget I asked. You know you're wearing a costume, right? Do you like it? I found it on sale at a small place called Rafflesia. I mean... How dare you mock the mantle of darkness gracing my robust shoulders? A mere costume? You wouldn't know high fashion if it came up and smacked you in the face. Now leave me to eat my evil meal before I really too lose my temper. Be all free. Oh, whoops. Oh, sorry, I keep yawning. Okay, so we looked around. Let's go to the apartment now, I guess. Let's do this. Apartment C8. So this is the purchase. I had heard only a little about this place. Run by an old biddy whose husband passed a few years back. Not overly elegant, but respectable. To be honest, I was glad our victim lived here, not in some shithole down past the boonies. So it's for Mr. Batsby. It's locked. Hello, dearie. Can I help you? Ma'am, we've got a warrant to search the apartment belonging to HawkZombie. A what? A warrant? What has that boy done now? Now? Has he gotten into trouble with us before? Well, no. Hawk is a quiet boy, but he's a mascot for this company, and I know mascots can get into all sorts of trouble. Is he all right? I don't know how to break this to you, but HawkZombie is dead. What? Oh my goodness, my poor old heart. We'd appreciate any help you'd give us, ma'am. Oh, certainly, but what happened? That's what we're trying to find out. Can you tell us anything about Hawk? Just that he's a good boy. He always stopped by for tea after his work. Oh, I'm going to miss that poor bird. Did he act oddly at all in the past few days? Not that I know of. We heard he was worried, so it was following him. Well, this is the first I've heard of it, and if anyone thinks they can threaten any of my residents, they have only one thing coming to them. It's important that we search his apartment before anyone comes and tampers with it. You mind if we head up? No, but try not to wake any of the others up. It's bad manners, after all. You might want to ask questions later. Would you be willing to answer them? Of course, please. Find out who killed our dear Hawk, then punish them. We'll try, ma'am. Purchase lobby. What the monthly rents are, along with any late notices. You also notice that there are margins for when guests have visited and what residents they've seen. Gilly, look at this. Roscoe, Digsby, and Bird's names are all in here. Roscoe and Digsby isn't a surprise. There were a string of petty thefts in the neighborhood a few weeks back, but what was Bird doing here? Unfortunately, it doesn't say what the guests were doing when they visited. A hawk was killed by a bird. CZ. Oh, here we go. Zombie. Let's see what the crow can do. Yeah, still got it. Oh my god. Looks like a bomb went off in here. There it is, folks. The apartment was a total mess. Shattered glass littered the floor. Papers had been strewn about like Lincoln logs. Blood had been spilled, and there was a foul stench in the air that made my feathers stiffen. I was pretty damn sure that this was the real crime scene. Alright, let's get to work. There's gotta be something here to tell us what the hell just happened. Whatever was going on, I knew just one thing. We weren't leaving until we got all the evidence we could. Time to start cracking up some eggs. I bet an entire paycheck that this blood belongs to the victim. Just in case, though, I'm sending a sample to Dovely. Broken beer bottle. Judging by the splatter, it doesn't look like it was flung across the room. Various news articles have been strewn about on the floor. You notice all of them appear to have been written by the victim. Ah, excuse me. Huh? News articles. Was our bird a journalist? Look at this, another note. Who is this one from? Concerned citizen, I appreciate you wishing to keep this matter anonymous. Meet me at my office and we will discuss how to proceed with your order of protection. Captain G. Bird. No way. There ain't no way Bird wrote this. Is there? Normally, when the police are told about an order of protection, the entire station is involved. Bird never said a thing about this. Is this his handwriting? I have no idea, but Rooster will know. Let's take it and bring it back with us. Gods, I was really hoping no one in this station would be caught up in this, and if Bird himself had anything to do with this. Without a letter of protection. Not my fridge! The fridge is covered with bloody prints. I was not looking forward to whatever we'd find in there. The inside of the fridge had been ransacked. Grain and seed had been scattered all over the shelves, and many of the containers had been torn open. But you notice that there was no beer or alcohol in the fridge at all. If this bird don't drink, where'd that bottle come from? Good point. Shit, how long has this thing been burning like this? NBA, thank you so much for that follow. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the realm of the feathered dead. That explains the rancid smell, but the stove ain't on. I mean, it's either a gas leak or someone might have cut the pipe. Either way, it was dangerous, but it didn't tell us if this was how our bird died. I ain't touching the stove, but I better jot this down as a lead. Maybe our bird was killed by a gas leak. Oh, shit. I did not mean to do that. Oh, no. We're okay. We're okay. You're fine. You're okay. Across the floor. Liar. Liar. Guess our bird went and pissed off someone off big time. Let's snap a shot and set it in as evidence. Photo of liar. Computer screen shows an email from someone named grewingmemail.com. Whatever. Yeah, it might be useful. Hey, buddy, it's been a tough week, so why don't we go and grab a few drinks together? I've got a new idea for a pitch I want to write, but I need a second opinion. I think you'd be up for meeting me at the Roost tomorrow morning. Goodman Greggs. Who the hell do you think that is? I don't know, but write it down. Our bird was supposed to meet him in a few hours, so let's talk to him ourselves. Paper. The window's completely shattered. Let's see what's below this apartment. Would you look at that? This place is directly above a giant blood splatter in the alley below. Okay, have a good night, Aaron. Thanks for hanging out. Think our bird took another tumble through the air? I don't know. The window's been broken pretty badly, but all this glass is inside. Besides, the blood's looking a little dry to have happened tonight. We just file this all under useful until we make our reports. Let's go. Let's see here. Save. I think that's all the stuff I can kind of look at. Like the shells, you notice when the shells of blood on it, like it was grabbed by as a person slid downward. Pepper spray, nice. Huh, there's a broken necklace in here. Golly, does this look familiar? Let me see that. There, the silver link we found matches the chain here perfectly. I already did. Falcon already did. But why did the killer break the necklace? And why didn't he steal the whole thing? I don't know, but look at this. WVH. What the hell could that mean? I don't know, but why don't we ask the old lady downstairs? Maybe there was a visitor she forgot about. Necklace, alright. I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Where am I going? Okay. There we go. Oh, we're done. We're not done looking yet. Oh, no. Oh. Found a bottle of pills. They appear to be anxiety medication. Some pills the physician said they gave to Hawk. Huh. Well, lots of them appear to be missing, though. Didn't the girl at the clinic say they had prescribed him the other day? Either it was a small prescription and the bird was having a rough time. Think he took too many? If he were that anxious, yeah, he could have taken too many. Either way, let's take this with us. If he had it in his system, Dudley's going to find it. We'll ask her once we get back. I think that's it. Yep, that was it. We should get back to the station. Did we forget anything, Gully? I don't think so. We've got a good few leads to look into. Let's go and see what Rooster has to say about some of it. Just remember that our car is the one parked across the street. Don't be a bird brain and go taking someone else's car again. Alright, man. Alright, that was one time, you old pain in the ass. Ah, Crowley and Gully. I've been waiting for you. I've got to show you something. Something important. What is it, Roscoe? We're kind of busy here. I know, but look. I found these feathers behind the crypt in the cemetery. What's interesting about that is that Gully had been behind the crypt. Remember? He didn't say a damn thing about any feathers back there. What if they belong to the killer? I did not want to tell Roscoe about what we just found in the apartment. It was too much of a coincidence. We still don't have a suspect, so we shouldn't go jumping to conclusions. But part of me wondered, the letter and now these feathers, could Bird really be involved? Why don't you give us the feathers? We're about to go back to the station. We can get the process for you. Oh, are you sure? I mean, I couldn't ask. Something in my gut really did not want Roscoe being in any part of this case. Maybe it was his youth. Maybe I was just worried he was actually right. We'll take care of it. Besides, it's getting late. Don't you need to get some sleep? No rest for cops like us. Keep your damn voice down. I'm sorry. I didn't feel good getting in the car. Gully and I drove away knowing Roscoe was watching our car the entire time. I couldn't wait to get back to the station. I almost thought about patching ahead to Rooster. Well, did you two find anything in the bird's apartment? We did, sir. Here, take a look at what we bagged. Quietly, Gully pushes the bags of evidence containing the scrap of paper, bottle of pills, broken necklace, and a snapshot of the graffiti to Rooster. Good gauze. This points us in a few different directions, doesn't it? So you're thinking the pills are what did him in? We ain't sure yet. The main window was busted, so it's possible he'd fallen through it, but... But what? Gotta be honest, sir. It looks like a fight broke out there. Between the shattered glass, the smoke, and the blood, it's hard to think he was killed with medicine. Couldn't agree more, but we still don't have a suspect except for this scrap of paper. Who the hell's Goodwin Greggs? We don't know yet, but our bird was supposed to meet him tomorrow. We're going in his place. Smart thinking. Did you happen to find anything else? I did not want to show him the last piece of evidence. Sir, you might want to really take a look at this. Tentatively, Crow hands Rooster the letter from Captain Bird. Oh, shit. Don't tell us that's his handwriting. Can't say for certain, but the signature looks similar. Oh, this is bad. I see the captain's about to get his ass dragged into this now. I mean, an order of protection isn't really rare. For all we know, this could be legit, right? Except for the fact that he never said a word about it, even to me. And it's my job to make sure it gets in the entire station. Okay, have a good night, Moose. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Think we ought to take a look at his office before he gets in? On what grounds? If this is actually from him, we're breaking a ton of rules by searching his office. But we're cops. This is a lead, and we gotta follow it. Can't you call him now and explain what the hell's going on? At 5 in the morning? That'll suck a crapple out of my head. You want us to ignore a glaring piece of meat like this, sir? I can see from the look in his eyes that old Rooster had no idea what to do. Thankfully, Rooster understood that this was serious. We weren't playing. The letter was the only solid name we could put a face to, at least for now. Alright, here's the deal. You got 10 minutes to search his office. I'm gonna pretend to go and get a cup of coffee, and this conversation ain't happening. And we show you whatever we find? I want you to only bring back whatever you can definitively link the captain to the witness. No second guesses, no speculations. I want solid proof. What if we don't find anything? Then nothing needs to be done. We can't make up a lead that ain't there. But what if we do find something? I'll never forget the look of utter exasperation in Rooster's eyes. We all knew what that meant. Boys, be discreet. If he finds out I'm letting you do this today, it'll be my last cock-a-doodle-doo. The writing is quite good in this. Alright, we don't have much time before the big bird flies in here. Let's see what we can find and get out before it's too late. Think you can crack this? I don't need to. The old fart doesn't even have a password on it. See why too. All his files are protected, even if the actual laptop wasn't. But Gully could get into them all. There's nothing here. Nothing about any protection order, not even an email about our bird. Which meant that if he did put one in, it wasn't on his laptop. These are documents about an old case file Bird wanted to go through. Nothing here links him to our victim. It's a typewriter was given to Bird over the years. Hey, it's the case we got 3 years ago when we had to go after Murray the rat. Remember that one? Who could forget? That rat bastard made us fly through a sewer before we nabbed his ass. Because theories of webs link suspect evidence in the Lambert-Gosling case. Nothing here that even comes close to the neighborhood where the purchase is. He actually keeps this thing locked? Give me a second. Bingo, alright, here's a report he wrote, let's see. Well? Haha! I'm using Streetwise! The wording doesn't sound right. Gully, read this report. It's stiff, but it ain't formal. The note we found? Way too polite. If the tone don't match, then he didn't write it, but then who did? Damn good question. I'm starting to think we got turned around here. More techniques for derogation line the shelves. Nobody is jumping out. Lots of candy wrappers, but nothing in here about our victim. Let's see who called Bird in the past few weeks. If HawkZombie called our boss directly, it'd be on here. Except that it wasn't. Bird had lots of calls, especially from his old Aunt Myrna, but no one named HawkZombie ever called him. Well, that led to nothing. What's this? Oh, this wasn't good. I didn't see this on the floor earlier. What's the matter, Crow? It's one of Boyd's feathers. We'd ignored it at first since, you know, us birds molt, but now that I looked at it... Take out the feathers Roscoe gave us. Doesn't this look familiar? Howlin' hell snappers, you're right. What the hell do we do? Does KFC still exist? What could we do? As Rooster said, we couldn't just make up evidence, and the feathers looked identical. Thing is, I didn't see these behind the crypt, Crow. I didn't see any sign of Bird. I know, but it was dark. I used a flashlight, you idiot. I believe you. How did Roscoe get a hold of these then? No idea, but we gotta tell Rooster. Or we could do something else, which we did. What are you doing? We're not telling Rooster about this one. Something's fishy about this, and I don't like fish. But what are you going to do? I'm gonna talk to Bird directly. Crow, that's a really dangerous idea. We don't want to accuse him. He'll have our tail feathers. I ain't gonna accuse him. I'm gonna tell him about Roscoe handing us these feathers and ask him how we ought to handle it. Crow here. The body is missing. What? Ow, my ear cavities! It's KFH. Kentucky Fried Human. Sorry, Gully. Anyway, the body is missing. Slow down, old girl. What body? The hawk we found in the cemetery. What? I left the room for just a few minutes to read the blood samples back. To read them you gave me. When I came back, the body was gone. Stay right there, Dudley. We'll get down there and help sort this out. Thank you. I'll unlock the doors for you both. Damn. Well, this is just one more piece of the shit on the statue, isn't it? Piece of shit. We better get down there before Rooster finds out about this. Alright, Dudley. Tell us exactly what happened here. I already did, Crow. I left the room for just a few moments. When I came back, the body was just gone. Where was the body? Honestly, right there on the table you perched yourself on. How much longer is it, Dora? Gah! Was anyone down here when you left the room? No, not that I saw. Anyway, Crow, this is bad. I've never just lost a body like this before. It's okay, Doves. Like I said, we'll help you sort this out. Oh, jeez. You want to take a look around this place? Bodies just don't vanish into thin air. Well, I don't like the idea, but you're right. Oh, please be careful. I can't stand to lose anything else down here right now. I think it's going to probably be like a 2-hour game just because of my reading it. We'll be as gentle as a sea breeze. Well, I'm probably streaming for another 30 minutes, so... Of alcohol. Intelligence, yeah. Huh, I say it's being used as antiseptic to help wash out any wounds on the body. So it smells like a hospital to me. Gully McSeagull said it's now level 3. Small scalpels and powders line the area around the metal tray. You can see a silver sliver of pink tissue sealed in a glass jar. No, that's okay. Found an earring. Oh, god dang it, I had to take damage. So he started to report on the bird. Let's take a peek. HawkZombie, mature, 28, 43! Fractures, none. Fractures, none. But would it still show if I... This is a bloody from laying in blood. Causative inconclusive. No bones have been fractured. No organs have been punctured or ruptured. No smoke or liquid was found in the lungs. Only faint traces of sedative were detected. Sedative would not have been strong enough to contribute to death. Wow, I ain't never seen a body where there's no real cause of death. I don't know, 43 is pretty damn old for any bird, let alone a hawk. Maybe the stiff croaked of old age. Here. Physiology of hawks and eagles. Huh. Master Hawk's lifespan. Come on, this book is about the inner workings of a hawk. Doubly's just trying to be thorough. You have no idea why she's looking at this, do you? Nope, not really. I'm not a hawk person. Very badly broken window and a trail that ends here. Gully, what are the chances the thief jumped down the window? I'd say pretty goddamn high. Let's see what's out. Oh, I'm serious. Let's save first. Okay, we're gonna save. Yeah, wow. You make incredibly long games, Dora. Holy crap. Let's go. Parking lot. More blood, probably from the thief. Yep. Gully, you still got the feathers from earlier. Yep, find another one? I don't believe for a second that bird's got anything to do with this. Do you? No, but these are his feathers. What should we do? I better get on my phone and... Good gods, did you see that? Crap. That definitely looked like a very big bird. It might have been our thief, too. Crow, we've got to go after it. What about Rooster? Shouldn't we tell him? Phone him on the way. Let's just move! Interesting! We drove after the large shadow we saw in the sky, as fast as our cruiser would take us. As I did my best to comply with early morning traffic, Gully relayed everything we found in Bird's office, and the theft in the morgue to Rooster. The old clucker agreed. We needed to stop whoever this was immediately. Where the hell's this person leading us to? They're flying north toward the shopping district. Why are they taking us there? Whatever the reason was, well, all we knew were two things. We were probably heading into a trap, and we had a meeting with the roost at the roost with whoever this Google person was. It's time to see if the old saying, killing two birds with one stone, applied to us. Farm fact, that's actually pretty cool. So, the Barbersville shopping mall, huh? This place is huge. Whatever that thing was, it could be anywhere. I might never know why that shadow led us here, but our main focus is going to be trying to find a way to the roof before it took off again. Assuming, of course, that it hadn't already done so. That's already. Come on, let's ask around. Maybe someone saw it land, and maybe there's a way we can get to the roof. I saw it! A giant bird flew right over the roof of the shopping mall! I thought my heart was going to explode with fright! Did you see what it might have been? Yes, it looked like a giant Garuda. Oh my gosh, I hope someone shoos it away. They've been known to level entire cities in fairy tales. But present-day Garudas... Weren't they the Guardians? I heard Garudas are super important. Why would they destroy us? Not because they're big and mean and can breathe fire? Shop it. That's all I sell here. Oh, you grow them yourself? Yep, I give lots of nutrients and love in the blood of my enemies. This guy's nuts. Best to just turn around and walk right out. Some huge shadow passed over the wall a little bit. So we went up to the roof to check it out, but no one's come down yet. Did you get a look at whatever it was? No, but the shape looked like a huge flying monster. Oh, I hope it wasn't a dragon. I want to go to Rafflesia and buy the cute dollies they have there. Ah, Crow, Gully, how fortuitous to have found you. Detective Roscoe seems to have run off, and I can't find him. Roscoe went missing right as we started chasing after our thief? That didn't sit right. Does he normally just run off to the mall, Digsby? No, but my nose followed his scent all the way here. Where could he be? Where could that floundering little troublemaker be indeed? We'll keep an eye out for the kid while we're here, Digsby. Good luck. Thank you, my friends. Making our way up to the second floor, Gully and I quickly found our way to the roost. It's not hard to miss, what with taking up nearly 80% of the floor and all. And guess who we saw sitting at one of the first tables nearby? No way. Gully, ain't that our witness from the cemetery? Sure looks like it. Officers, good morning. How goes the case? Wish I could have said we were happy to see him, but happy ain't a word to describe the stone sinking in my gut. Yeah, they're incredibly smart, yeah. Kid, I told you to go home. What are you even doing here? Needless to say, I wasn't in the mood for any shenanigans. Oh, I was supposed to be with my friend here for breakfast. We were going to go over my new pitch for our publishing company, but you saw what happened to him. Wait a minute. Are you Goodwin Greggs? I sure am. Why? We were looking around the Hawk's apartment and saw your email to him. We're actually here to meet you. You ready to answer our questions this time, kid? Yes. Gotta admit, I actually didn't see this one coming. Relax, we ain't here to arrest you, but we did find out a few things, and we're really hoping you know something about them. Ask away. We need to know where HawkZombie might have been working. Can you shed any light on that one? Sure, he was the new mascot for Avian Courier. He had a training before then, but he became the official mascot around 3 months ago. Good job. What kind of work did he do? What was his occupation? He was the new mascot. Even though the company is run by mostly humans, it's called the Avian Courier. We wanted the face to match the title, and Hawks worked. What did he have to do? He was the one who dealt with the public whenever the company had conferences or had a scheduled public appearance. He was great at it, too, and had a real knack for keeping people entertained. It's just a shame that he was killed. He was what brought the company up after the incident. What incident? I don't really know very well, but I do know the police were involved. One of them had a serious complaint about what we'd said about the way the BVPD was run. What was said? That the BVPD needed to be stricter about regulating what new officers were allowed to do. That incident proved it. Was Captain Bird the one who made the complaint? No, he's the one who stopped it before the incident got out of hand. How long ago did this happen? Last year, I think. This was before HawkZombie was a mascot, but if the complainer was angry enough. Do you know who did make the complaint? No, all I know is that the officer who was immediately reprimanded and put on desk duty for a probational year. Wait, what? Wasn't that around when? That's when I knew Bird wasn't the culprit, but he was definitely part of why the murder happened. Victim's behavior. We heard that HawkZombie was worried someone might have been following him. Did he talk to you about that one? A little bit. He did tell me he felt like someone was always watching him, but he had no idea who it was or why. Was he acting weird at all before he was killed? Anything you can think of? He was a little more withdrawn a few nights ago, but I thought that maybe he just had a bad day. That's actually why I invited him out this morning. I wanted to see if I could help him out after I got him talking. Company. Avian Courier, huh? What are they like? They're really decent. So long as you can give them some decent stories or materials to work with, they take really good care of you. So it's a newspaper? Yeah, that's why the incident last year was so bad. We reported the problem to everyone in the region, and the BVPD didn't like that. Oh, we also found that someone scribbled the word. We were just about to ask them whether the word we found written in what looked like blood in the Hawk's apartment, and the light suddenly went out. What the hell? Goodwin, you okay, buddy? Oh, this is going south real quickly. We need to find out just what happened, and we need to do it before someone else got killed. Crud, can't see very well. Good thing we got a flashlight with us. Where the hell do we go? The answer looked pretty damn obvious to me. If we're gonna get any answers, it'd be from the roof. Guess our little thief didn't run away after all. Back stairwell. Oh, Jesus. He's been killed. Strangely enough, he's been shot even though the thugs here use knives. Oh my god, is this... It's random battles! Another cop. Ah, you're a little birdie. Better get lost before I rip off your wings. Here's a pepper spray. I do, though. I got pepper spray. Get the fuck out of my way. Another little noodle something. Hit. Try this. Ouch, I guess like better try something else. I had a pepper spray. Oh, handcuffs. There we go. Another handcuffs. Okay. At least he gave me items. There's a pepper spray. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, that's not a medic. There we go. Okay, there we go. Pepper spray! Ah, it's my goddamn eyes! They burn like a million balls of fire! Haha, nice. Oh, it's just a stupid bird. Here, I thought you were actually a threat. Time to make you scream, little birdie. Wait, handcuffs, is this really necessary? They are now. Great, a bird cop, because everything else about the same is completely fucked up. Well, time to kill a bird that's 1/20th of my size. Wait, you're serious? I thought this was a joke! Joke's on you, fool. Yeah, okay, what's in these ones? Okay, good. Pepper spray. It's a beautiful golden chest that sparkles like a light in the light like a million fairy lights. Unfortunately, it's locked. What will you do? Lock picking, please. This thing's so easy that my pet rock can break it. Sorry, Numatron 5000 Mark II, and also some ammo for said taser gun. Nice, we got a taser! Should have been shot. If I got myself shiny flame there, but I want to burn things with it. Use your equally shiny taser gun. Haha! Sorry about, but I got this. Oh my god, it's like Zeus himself sent 1,000 volts of pain on my ass. Yeah, and you forever. Gotta let people don't mind dirtying their conscience with total vengeance and shit. Am I right? Use the taser. Sorry, pal, but I got this. Whoa, yeah! It's like I'm on all sorts of oh my god. Nice medkit. Medicinal spray. To be honest, I'm only doing this so I don't get my ass thrown in jail for loitering. Wait, are you saying whoever's up there threatened you all? Shit. Pepper spray. Oh, he turned into a different person. Hey, it's the costume guy. Okay, I hate to have this, but why the hell are you here? You don't look like a thug to me. Oh, I'm not. I was cosplaying Darkson McEdgelord and decided that I wanted to be a boss character. This ain't a game. This is serious. Get out of our goddamn way. Oh yeah? Why? I mean... Whatever will you do to stop me, you black-winged menace? You know what? You want to be evil? Fine. You get to deal with the big guns now. Oh my god, I heard so much. They didn't tell me being a villain was like this. Change what? Oh, no, level 5. Nice. I tasered him so hard he turned it. What? And of course, with the guy we were after. The feathers didn't lie. The figure was big enough to be a small Garuda, but it wasn't Captain Bird. That's far enough. Drop whatever weapon you have and put your hands up. Even with the mask, I could have sworn the figure was laughing at us. Take off that damn thing before I smack it off. I shouldn't have been surprised when he didn't listen to me. I've been waiting for you, Detective Crow. The voice is being manipulated, but that didn't hide the fact that they used the cheesiest thing they could have said to us. Oh, okay. You think this is a game? You're in some serious trouble. Theft of a corpse is a major offense. Believe me, officer, I'm well aware of that one. What amuses me is that this is the worst you think I've done. I wasn't in the mood for mind games with this jerk. Why are you doing this? And why'd you snatch the corpse from the morgue? And why are you framing Captain Bird for it? You really have no idea? That snitch Goodwin told you so himself. That's when I realized that Goodwin wasn't even there. Where is he? Oh, where is he? Did you kill him too? If you're brave enough to find out, why not follow me? Isn't that what you do? Solve the case to the very end? And before we could stop this maniac, he jumped. Shit, quick! Where's he flying off to? I don't know, but we're flying till our wings fall off. I had no idea where we were being led. I just knew that if we wanted to catch this asshole quickly, we didn't have time to tell Rooster and warn Bird. My only hope was that Goodwin wouldn't be added into the body count for this case. One death was more than enough. Another apartment complex. I heard of this place. Really swanky digs here. But why bring us here? Does this lunatic want us to catch them? I knew somewhere inside that was the answer why that they did. I just couldn't see why. Was the answer they did. Don't be so quick to assume that the perp won't run away. Remember, they ain't an avian, but they still have wings. I was so sure the perp would run. Why didn't they? We didn't just follow them. They led us here. Still, we had no backup. We didn't even bring the car. No one knew we were here. Not the worst position I've been in, but certainly not the best either. As fast as you could breeze through. Gully, I think you ought to fly back. Someone's gotta tell Rooster where we are and what's happened. No, wait, pal. We're partners. I ain't leaving you here to be killed. This ain't just about a body, Gully. We're dealing with hostages now. You heard them. They've got Goodwin, and who knows what we'll find in there. All the more reason for me to stay with you, Crow. I didn't want to admit that he was right, but he was right, but he was right. Going in there alone could have been suicide. If you're worried, I can ring the old clucker up once we're inside. But let's go before this thing gets any worse. Alright, you win. Let's wing it. Got a bit of heartburn. I forgot to take my antacid pills today, so... I'm talking to the chicken. Where the dead mascot was a great feathered hawk. Haven't seen one of those in a long time. Aren't they native to the Emerald Coast? What's one doing all the way over here? Is that because I'm from Tacoma, like Seattle, Washington area? I heard there's still ferries that take you up and down the Valdean Strait all the way to the coast. Maybe he came from there, you know, like the Emerald City. Damn, I thought it was clever. It's not as clever as I thought it was, but it's cute. Please just I hope they get the killer soon. All right, let's go. Yeah, I used to live in Tacoma. Oh, is that what it's called? I was thinking Emerald City, because, you know, I like the thunder. And the necklace. Found a bracelet. I found all sorts of shit. Nice, Chevy. Show a bottle of pills. Actually, Doc, we got a bottle of pills we need to look at. We're on the case and found this in the victim's apartment. Can you tell us about them? I tried to. What do you need to know? How strong are they? What are the recommended doses and any side effects that might disorient whoever takes it? This is from a brand called, Prodoxio. It's a stronger variant that normally isn't given out. Its usual dosage is just 1 or 2 pills. Any more will cause severe side effects. In fact, it was recalled because its sedative properties were found to induce cardiovascular problems and because the lethal dosage was much lower than their previous tests predicted. What? Definitely found a ton of them in the victim's stomach. Oh, shit. Right, just a cemetery cow. Can I help you? Did a bird named HawkZombie ever visit? No, not that I'm aware of. Let me see. No, he isn't registered in the guest book either. Huge shadow pass overhead. There might be sudden, but we're in a hurry. Did a huge shadow pass over the building a few minutes ago? Yes, it did. It made quite a ruckus when it landed on a roof. Unfortunately, our resident policeman isn't home right now, and I haven't called security yet. Who are the residents here? Anyone interesting we should know about? I'm sorry, but without identification, I refuse to divulge anything. Show badge. Ah, so you're part of the BVPD too. Tell me, do you work with Detective Roscoe Wellington? Yeah, we do. But I really prefer it if I ask the questions. Of course, but if you see him, please tell him to stop interrogating the other residents here. I understand he loves his job, but this isn't a prison. That just about answered my question. Nothing for now. You buy drinks to raise your stats. Which one? Ooh, strength it. Ooh, sweet. Personality, yeah. Personality increased by 1. Fuck yeah. The word Crow written on it. Looks like blood. Open it? Yes. Come to apartment 7C, Crow. I'll be waiting. Small silver key. Guess we're going up to 7C now. Let's make sure I have enough supplies to make it there. Do we? How much money do I have? 180 bucks. Oh, I don't have enough to... Oh, but I can sell. There we go. Should be okay. And then, give some strength and stuff. It should be enough. I don't know what I'm going to be encountering here, but we'll figure it out. Go to floor 7. Let's go. 7C. That's not that one. It's a missing person poster. Do you want a pair of clips? Yeah. Oh, shit. Alright, let's go. Shit, Roscoe, are you? That ain't Roscoe. It's Goodwin. Yeah, but why is he wearing Roscoe's uniform? Ain't it obvious, Bird Brain? Someone's trying to throw us off, and I'm betting my tail feathers that it's Roscoe. You really think so? Think about it, Crow. He already blurted that he got the victim's address from Goodwin. How do you know to ask that? You killed me, Dora. I get it, but that's a huge leap, Gully. Asking a witness where the victim lived ain't a crime. Except that Goodwin didn't know where Hawk lived. He never went over there to visit him, and they're friends. Even so, we're gonna need more than asking a question to prove that he did this. No, he's lying. Let's go find it. Roscoe's eager, but he ain't smart. If he's got a connection, he's left it. We find something connecting to either the notes, the bottle of pills, or the graffiti scrawled on the victim's wall. Wallpaper strewn about the floor of the apartment. Most will look like junk, except... Gully, look at some of these things. This looks like one of those witches' circles. Ooh, dude, you mean a pentagram? What are those? Are they like summoning circles? No, they're just symbols, but they normally aren't associated with anything good. Still, evil or not, finding any symbols associated with magic wasn't good. Roscoe's getting into some dangerous stuff. Necromancy and a dead hawk. I don't know what this means. I know this means something, but I don't know enough about necromancy to figure out what that is. Damn it. Hawks have been associated with. Strength and protection for century. I wonder if Roscoe was thinking he needed some extra help with something. What's that got to do with the dead bird? Some coaches believe that killing something would allow the killer to absorb some of the corpse's soul, giving them strength. I really hope that ain't the case here, Gully. Doors are all empty. You have any normal clothing? I mean, we don't wear clothing. All we got are our hats. That's different. We're birds. Diary. Yes. We flip back a few entries. It's not fair. Why was I put on desk duty? I didn't threaten anyone. All I did was submit a strongly worded response to the accusation that my training wasn't sufficient enough to allow me to work on my cases alone. Now Bird believes me we have to be careful and not upset the media about all this. We have voices for a reason, and I, for one, wish to use mine. I've been at this for several weeks, and no one is interested in my new podcast. Even the people in the office won't listen to it, and I've been nothing but polite to them all. I even bought Rooster that new pen he likes, but they all just shrug when I tell them that I have my own show. Why do they all treat me like I'm nothing? Now, don't they realize how much this means to me? Sorry, the wrong voice. I've taken Hoot's advice and decided to watch some other streamers to see exactly what they do to draw the crowd. So far, I'm less than impressed. One of them is just a stupid bird, too. But it just makes me wonder what I'm doing wrong. Is it because I'm a cop, or is it something else? I can't imagine it's my image, for that is impeccable. But I must know. I must! Why? Why? I asked that stupid bird to endorse me since I watch as many streams of his as I can, and he said no! You have the audacity to tell me that my podcast doesn't fit with the theme he wants to create. Ah! Absolutely preposterous. How dare he imply that I'm not trendy enough for his audience? He's no better than Bird, always having to placate the masses, just because my ideas have been misconstrued as argumentative or wrong. Oh, that Bird will pay. He'll pay for embarrassing me like that. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I did a stupid thing. A very stupid thing. I can't let anyone find out, but what can I do? He's gone missing, for crying out loud. Oh, if anyone suspects me, I'll be out of a job. My life, as Roscoe J. Wellington knows it, will be over. What do I do? Who do I speak to? Oh, who will listen to a sad, dejected desk duty cop? That seems pretty, damning to me. Right on the floor was a huge can of spray paint. It looked a little like blood, but the color was dripping down the front. Owning red paint ain't a crime, but the color looks the same as stuff we found scribbled on Hawk's walls. What do you think? Close enough that we should take it and have it checked out? Not tell you it was just plain stupid. Good thing we get Rooster a photo of the graffiti. With any luck, he sent someone down to chip off some paint for forensic testing. Paper still scrawling glitter in the dining table. Something jumped out at both of us. Go ahead, look at this. This looks like Bird's writing, just slightly different. So does this one, and that one too. We both knew right then that Roscoe had forged a letter of protection and signed it by using Bird's name. Half of the papers looked like drafts of that very letter. This idiot could have been bothered to throw these away. At least it proves that Bird didn't have anything to do with the murder. No, it proved Bird didn't commit it, but something told me he was still very much involved in it. Poor kid, he's been knocked out cold. Quite a lot of books crammed the shelves. Must have to do with police investigation. I think it says been a murder investigation. Okay. Fridge is full of food. Surprisingly, there was a six-pack of beer hidden in one of the drawers. Wasn't there a smashed can of beer in the victim's apartment? Yeah, but we weren't smart enough to get a good look at it. Damn it! Ow. We opened the medicine cabinet, and sure enough, guess what we found? My god, Roscoe's got a ball of, Prodoxical in his cabinet. Looks like the same kind as the bottle we have, too. Okay, so how did Roscoe get a hold of it in the first place? Especially the medicine in question was recalled because the stronger version was considered too lethal. Oh, their little hats. Still, it was something. Roscoe having the bottle of pills that Dudley found in the victim's stomach was too coincidental. Oh. I searched enough. Oh, shit. I hated what I saw on the floor in front of us once we got into Roscoe's bedroom. I ain't stupid. Even I know that that is a summoning circle of some sort. What the hell is Roscoe doing in here? It didn't matter what Roscoe was trying to do. What mattered was all the blood in the room. I don't see our bird anywhere in here. Do you? Roscoe ain't here either. You don't think he's still carrying the body with him, do you? Unless he's got it stuffed in that wardrobe. I don't see where else it could be. Shit, let's go. Look, the window ahead is broken. Roscoe must have known he'd be here. He's got to be outside somewhere. This is it. In 2 minutes, we were either going to find that brat or have one more wild chase through the city. Gotta hope we'd finally nail that bastard. Let's go. Oh. Phone call. Yeah, Crow here. Crow, it's me. I ran the blood samples you gave me. Some of them match our victim. And the others? They match Detective Roscoe. I didn't really need to know that, but that was the nail in the coffin. His blood being in the HawkZombie's apartment was proof that he'd been in there at some point. Thanks, Dudley. Look, tell Rooster we're gonna be a little late. We're tied up right now. Alright, just be careful, Crow. If Roscoe's involved and figures out that we have his blood... It was a little too late for that one, but I have to credit Dudley for her concern. It was touching. But we had a job to do. It was time to catch the bad guy. Oh, shit. And here it was, the final encounter. There, right across from us, was the winged figure who stole Hawk's corpse and abducted Goodwin. It's over, Roscoe. We know that's you under the mask. Seriously, this isn't a game. Take the damn thing off, or this time I'll knock it right off your head. It didn't work last time, so why I thought he'd listen now is still beyond me. Fine, have it your way. Just tell us why you did all of this. Killing the bird, snatching the corpse, framing Bird for it. Why? You really expect me to tell you why I've done this? You are simply going to arrest me, or be better off staying silent. If that were true, why would you have led us all the way here, kid? You could have just flown the coop when we got to the mall. Part of me wonders if that ever actually occurred to him. I just wanted to make a name for myself. I wanted to be something. With your podcast? You mean with your podcast? Of course! I worked hard to produce it every week. And no one wanted to help me. They all just told me to shut up and not talk about the cases and solving. Yeah. That's understandable, because if the wrong person listened to that podcast, we'd be in serious trouble. Information's not supposed to leave the station unless Bird allows it. That ain't no reason to go about doing all this. We ain't talking about some complaint about a podcast anymore. We're talking about murder. Why did you have to kill Hawk? Tell me something. Why'd you have to kill HawkZombie? What's he even got to do with this? He has everything to do with this. He humiliated me and told me that my show didn't fit with his theme. Do you have any idea how many times I watched him? Hoped I could learn from him? So he killed this poor bird because he didn't want you on his show? Oh, there's the rub, Detective. I'm not the one that killed him. What? I remember swearing to God that if this bastard told me a second killer was involved, I was going to throttle him. It's just as I said. Yes, I dumped the body, and yes, I snatched it away. But I'm not the one that killed the hawk. Kid, you better have one hell of a story, because everything we found points right to you. Oh, I will tell you, but only once we've returned to the station. Safely, I would like to add. Knowing this brat, he was going to drag the living hell out of whatever explanation he had to. But he wasn't squawking, so I'd have to accommodate him. Why frame Bird? Why frame Bird for all of this? What did he do to it that was so bad? Bird. That old sack of bones is the reason I was demoted to desk duty. All because I dared to do something none of you ever wanted to do. Yeah, what's that? Another murder? Very funny, Gully. No, I spoke my mind about the injustice of the avian courier. How they dared to say that we weren't trained enough to handle things. So you were the one that made the complaint that Goodwin was talking about. Yeah, it's fine. Like I said, I'm only judging about the first 60 minutes. And Bird completely dismissed it. Instead of rallying around me, he took the coward's way out and agreed with the media. Can you blame him? Look at the result of what you've done. We do need stricter training, Roscoe. We do need to keep newbies from handling more than they can chew. Besides, we need to have a relationship with the media. Blowing it up because of one piece of criticism ain't how we do things, Roscoe. All I hear are just more excuses. Why abduct Goodwin? Godwin. Wait up, Godwin. He ain't the one who wrote the article.
No, but he knew far too much, and I was willing to blurt it all out. I couldn't have that now, could I?
And what exactly are you thinking you're doing?
That's different, Crow. I'm in control of all this. I'm the one telling you. I'm not just some outsider that you could toss away.
You megalomaniacal lunatic. You did all this so you could be the star.
It truly is amusing how simple it all is, isn't it?
Move on.
So tell me, Detective Crow, what will you do now? I'm not your so-called killer, but you have no choice but to do as I say if you want the truth.
Really? You think you've got complete control over this? You're wanted for murder, Roscoe. You ain't a hero. You're just a spoiled brat who can't hear the word no.
Blaming the true victim of this crime will never get you anywhere. You should know. You're the one who drilled that into me.
You ain't a victim, kid. You're now under arrest for the murder of HawkZombie. You have the right to remain silent, and anything you do... Sorry, bud. You didn't deserve this, but we got him. I didn't like leaving that weird circle on the roof, but we got our guy. Now we just need to get our answers, too. To his credit, the damn brat did remain silent. At least until we got back to the station. Thrown into the interrogation room like a common criminal. So, how's it feel to be in your own little cell, Roscoe? Is having our attention everything you wanted and more? You certainly kept me waiting long enough. Sorry, see, we had to make a few calls to get someone in here who's even more interested in your story than we are. What? Who? What news station is interested in me? It ain't a news station, Birdbrain. We called in someone supposedly very close to this case. Come on in, sir. We just told him. Oh, shit. Bird's huge! He's a legendary Pokemon! What? That's right. Since you insist that Bird's the whole reason this mess started, we decided he really should listen to whatever you gotta tell us. Detective Roscoe, I've been waiting a long time to have a chat with you. I have to admit that seeing the little creep's face turn that shade of pale was pretty damn funny. But we threw him in here for a reason, and it wasn't to make small talk. Start squawking, pipsqueak. What's the matter, Roscoe? We got you here safely, didn't we? Why aren't you telling us everything like you said you would? Why should I? I already told you that I didn't kill HawkZombie. It's the God's honest truth. In essence, you're keeping me here with no evidence whatsoever. You want evidence? Fine, we got lots of it. Let's start with these, shall we? Want to know what these are? Those look like letters, but what do they have to do with me? One of them's a threat we found on HawkZombie's body, but the other one's way more interesting. See, it's a letter of protection, apparently written by Bird. What? I certainly don't remember writing that. Let me see that. By all means, sir. I'll admit that's an impressive forgery, Roscoe. This is absolutely absurd. Why would you think I... Because we found all these in your apartment. Before you ask, yeah, we fingerprinted them already. Guess his fingerprints we found all over the paper, Roscoe. Yes, I forged a letter of protection. Clearly that poor Bird needed it. Are you really gonna make us drag all this out, Roscoe? You were so willing to sing like a canary before. Fine, have it your way. Anyway, aside from those letters, we also found a bottle of pills in HawkZombie's apartment. I forgot to look at the beer, though. Let me guess, you also found a bottle of the exact same ones in my apartment. How'd you know? That proves nothing. Perhaps we just take the same medication. See, that's the thing. We also talked to a doctor about these pills, and they're a stronger brand of Prodoxical. They've also been recalled because they're lethal. So how did Hawk get them if the clinics aren't supposed to be prescribing them? See, I don't believe in coincidences, Roscoe. Dudley also found that all the Prodoxical that HawkZombie took weren't even digested. Why is that? It was an accident! You said that earlier, but how the hell are we going to believe that? The Hawk was lying in a pool of his own blood. Let me remind you that refusing to tell us the truth will be regarded as lying, Detective. You're already on the thinnest of ice. Alright, this is what happened. I loved him, and he loved me. Believe it or not, I didn't mean to actually kill him. The image in the back! No! No! I did go to his apartment to talk to him. I admit I was angry. After all, who wouldn't be after the horrible way he treated me? Stick to the damn facts, kid. This ain't a theater. We ain't on TV. So what happened after you got to the apartment? Bet he was pretty spooked to see you there. He was hospitable until I gave him my name. And that's when things went terribly wrong. You're wasting time, kid. What happened? We started to argue. He insisted I leave immediately, but I wanted to have my say. Hate to break it to you, but ending up murdered is probably a little more than just having your say. He wouldn't even listen to me. I did everything I could to convince him to give me a chance, to help a fellow person in need. Kid, when someone says no, you gotta take the hint. Get to the part where Hawk wound up dead. How the hell did that happen? An unfortunate miscalculation. I knew about HawkZombie's injury, but I failed to realize that he had taken medication prior to my meeting with him. This little bastard was going to seriously tell us the pills killed the bird. Good thing we had Dovely telling us otherwise. That's right, but Dovely said the only medicine in the Hawk's stomach were the undigested pills of Prodoxical. Roscoe, I warned you about lying. Stop wasting our time and get to the truth. I hit him. What was that? We couldn't hear you clearly. I said I hit him. So you did kill him. No, I did not. The bird was still alive. But he was horribly disoriented. I didn't mean to hit him. I just lost my temper when he told me to leave. Kid, we ain't asking a third time. How did he die? I don't know. I truly don't. He started screaming that he had been right and that I had been following him the entire time. I tried to tell him to calm himself, but he was irrational. That tracks with what the barkeeper said at the one-eyed dragon said. Were you aware that the victim was worried someone was tailing him? And what if I was? You ain't doing yourself a damn favor by being flippant. So you hit the victim and he started freaking out. Okay, he's still alive. How did he end up dead then? He just collapsed. After nearly 10 minutes of ranting, he collapsed. He wasn't breathing, and I couldn't revive him. I panicked. When I realized he had Prodoxical in his cabinet, I grabbed my own bottle because it was stronger. Wait, you actually left the apartment and ran back to get your own pills? I needed something strong enough that it could look like he overdosed. I thought that if I did that, it would be the end of it. The only problem was that the pills wouldn't go down his throat. Well, that makes sense, since the bird was dead and couldn't swallow him now. So you knocked the bird out and tried to cover it up by stuffing him with meds? You have any idea how crazy that makes you? I still want to know how he ended up in a pool of his own blood. That was also because of me. When he couldn't swallow the pills, I did something horrible. I threw his body through the window. He hit the ground hard enough that something snapped and he bled through. But how did Dovely not find a mark on him then? The medicine. The physicians at the mall told us that a few pills could immobilize someone. Maybe some of the pills you stuffed was enough to stiffen the body. But if he couldn't swallow them... It was a long shot, but I knew a few cases where the victims swallowed poison and was killed before the poison entered their system. If they didn't get the full effects, but enough was in it to paralyze some of them. That's the whole story. He died, but not because of anything I did. Really? Because I think you did plenty enough to get you a murder charge. What? It's true that you didn't kill him directly, but you stalked him, confronted him, and then assaulted him. That kind of scenario was exactly why he was on Prodoxical in the first place. But I didn't kill him! He died of a heart attack! Bird, you've been in this business longer than any of us. What do you think? Aside from the atrocious handling of the body, Detective Roscoe has also forged my signature, stolen the body from the morgue, and abducted a witness. Was there anything else he has done, Detective Crow? He also attempted to frame you by making it look like you were the one fleeing the morgue. That explains the ridiculous costume he's wearing. Let's not forget the fiasco at the mall. He hired all of the thugs there to stop us from finding him on the roof. You have absolutely no proof of that! Actually, Birdbrain, we do. Alright, kid, come on in. It's your turn. Huh. Phew, nailed the entrance. I mean... Wahahaha! Tremble in fear, evildoer, for I have absolutely proof of your presence in my Tower of Evil! Kiddo, we talked about this. Sorry, anyway. Yes, officer. He's the one who gathered us all in the security room after he killed the guards there. He also told us that if he didn't stop two pesky cops who'd be coming back up the stairs, he'd arrest all of us for petty theft and loitering. That idiotic fool is lying! Do you want me to bring in more witnesses, Roscoe? Because we got them. Was there anything more you needed to add to this to dig this grave even further, Detective? Oh, this is probably the happiest moment I'd had in the case so far. Well, sir, Dudley found Roscoe's blood in the Hawk's apartment. Roscoe admitted he was there, but the blood is definite proof of that. I already told you, I broke the window. How does this change things? Because if we didn't have the blood there, we could have just said, you could have just said you were lying under duress. We also found feathers belonging to you, sir. We found one in the parking lot after Roscoe fled with the body, and it matched the ones Roscoe brought to us. Boy, how the hell did you get a hold of my molting feathers? We're all ears, kid. I found them in a trash can and decided then that I could use them. You were stupid enough to actually hand them a piece of evidence? How dare you! It wasn't stupidity! It was a stroke of genius gone wrong! Seriously, you can't keep your damn mouth shut. Exactly how deep do you want this grave to go? So what happens now? Do I hang for eternity for this? Are you going to draw and quarter me like the foul wretch I am? Kid, enough with the theatrics. This ain't the Middle Ages anymore. First, your statement's gonna be processed, then we're setting a date for your trial. In the meantime, you got a nice warm cell for you to stay in free of charge. We got... What? I'm going to prison?! Duh. Where'd you think you were going? The Taj Mahal? The sword of justice is going to slice through your vile ways. What have you to say is your final piece? Crow, this is seriously our best witness? Prison, I'm going to prison. I would have felt bad, except that Roscoe made several arrests, so this shouldn't have been news to him. Can I just make one more statement? Sure. Why not add to the growing pit of hell we got for you? This is exactly why I wanted to get my revenge on you, Bird. I didn't deserve to be demoted to death duty, not for giving voice to the injustice dealt to us. Revenge on me? I'm not the poor bird you tried to stuff with medicine and shove through a window. I did my very best for the station, and you all just laugh at me. My youth, my mind, my podcast. You all simply jealous. But I won't let it end like this. I refuse to be humiliated by any of you. Roscoe, what are you doing? Oh, good lord, he has a katana. You cannot try the innocent if there is no innocent to try! Evil shall not prevail without my say, vile murderer! Wow. And just like that, we were able to make an arrest. Roscoe had to wait 3 weeks before he processed everything we found from the crime scene. Dudley tested the medicine in Hawk's stomach, and it matched exactly. And what the doctor in Roscoe's apartment complex told us, it was deemed that HawkZombie couldn't have been prescribed the pills that he had been forced down his throat. Roscoe took full responsibility for that. As for the letters, the jury was impressed with Roscoe's forgeries. Rooster had to admit that he couldn't even tell the difference. Of course, Roscoe tried to play it so it seemed like his prints were on them because he had found them and wanted to throw them out, knowing they were forgeries by some mysterious stranger. No one believed that. As for the graffiti, Rooster did send someone down to chip the paint off and compare it to the can we found in Roscoe's apartment. It matched. When asked why he painted the word liar, Roscoe said it was his message about the injustice of law. It was a message. We also did ask him about the ritual circle that he painted on the rooftop. Apparently he really did intend to perform some ritual on the Hawk's body, but he never revealed what he was gonna do. Bird did eventually have a chat with Roscoe about why he was demoted, and about what it means to wield power. Roscoe was discharged from the force before the trial even began. As for Goodwin, he eventually took HawkZombie's place as the mascot for the Avian Courier. He even wrote some amazing articles that I clipped and still have on my wall. He grew into his new position slowly, and he became popular for his hilarious reactions and critiques, but he never forgot what the cost of his new position had been. And Darkson McEdgelord eventually decided to give up cosplaying a villain. Smashing a real villain inspired him to join the force. He eventually became the BVPD's most beloved beat cop, probably because he still wore the stupid costume he had during the case. As for Gully and I, we stayed in the force for a few more years until we both grew too old to fly. We both retired to the Iries. Gully passed away 2 years ago, but I'm still kicking. Aww. In memoriam, HawkZombie and Gully McSeagleson. Gone but not forgotten. That was pretty funny, Dora. That was actually pretty goddamn funny. I will say, as a critique, the end bit did seem to kind of drag. It was a bit long in the tooth, but it was so cleverly and well written, so I can forgive that. But you did really good with that. It was good. It was good. There were a lot. I wish the investigation were a little bit more like what's the word I'm looking for? a little bit more involved. Like, you can look at more things and have also kind of like have to present evidence a little bit rather than just being presented for you to make it feel more game-like. But other than, I mean, honestly, you did really, yeah, interactive. There you go. I wish it was a little more interactive, but you know what? Yeah, I totally get that. Yeah. But I think you did a really, really good job, Dora. Good job. I thoroughly enjoyed that.